Hey, this is Kristen with Collision Hub, and we're back at the Van Tuyl show in Dallas, Texas, and I wanted to bring in VeriFacts for a little bit to have a talk. You know, you guys know how I feel about VeriFacts and the ability to verify the repairs that you're making in the repair process. We always say we're good technicians, but it's one thing to say it, and it's another thing to prove it, and that's what you guys allow the shops to do. Mike, what's new? What's going on in VeriFacts? You guys are growing like a weed.
Well, we definitely are. It's really amazing, Kristen, that, you know, several years ago we'd go to an event, whether it be CIC or NACE or anything else, and you constantly had to explain who you were or where you were from or what's a VeriFacts do. And now I noticed even at CIC a couple weeks ago, you know, it's just not that way anymore. I mean, you can say, hey, I'm from VeriFacts, and it's like, oh, okay, I understand. And it's such a great feeling knowing that, you know, we're finally getting to that level of recognition. It's really phenomenal. And you know, you can talk to technicians, and even at the event here, it's nice to talk to people that are familiar with our services. And it's great to talk to people that are not familiar with our services here as well, and explain the benefits.
Right.
This is going to be a phenomenal year for us, 2012. We've got a lot on the plate, and we're very, very excited about 2012. So I can't wait to have this conversation with you maybe a year from now.
Yeah.
And so we can reflect back on everything that happened this year.
We'll do the memory playback kind of the. Now, one of the things for somebody out here that may not be familiar with what VeriFacts does is, I know in my technician experience, I would always run across something that maybe stumped me,
Sure.
or I would have the situation where I thought I knew what I was doing, but I really didn't. And I always wished I'd had a friend or a phone a friend option or something that helped me out. And that's what you guys do, coaching and mentoring for the technicians. So there's a lot of services in our industry that help the front end of the shop, whether it be lean process or estimating or paint material savings or whatever. But you guys really have the only thing that helps technicians where they are with their skill levels and makes them better.
That's right. And you know, I was a technician, started almost 40 years ago, and as a shop owner as well. But it's amazing that when you talk to technicians and they finally understand that it's okay not to know some things, and that it's okay to raise your hand and ask, and they finally get that, and it's like, wow. And the fact that they can reach down and grab their telephone, take a picture if necessary, send it to us, let us look at it, and help them out with the right repair methodology. And if we don't know the answer, we'll surely come up with find the right people that do know the answers.
It's like having the ultimate reference manual for collision repair right on your phone at your fingertips. Now, you guys have some great stories of where that I guess that relationship between the technician and VeriFacts has led to some changes in our industry, like repair procedures and working with the OEMs. And so, give me an anecdote. Something that we can, a story that comes to mind where that relationship between technician and VeriFacts has made a change in our industry.
Well, one of them has to do with the Chrysler 300, and you may or may not have heard the story on that, but there was a sectioning procedure that the technician, you know, he went to his normal sources and couldn't find anything on the sectioning procedure of this particular car. And it was hitting the left rear rail. And to put the whole rail in would have been way too invasive a repair, because you have to go all up under the back seat and the wheelhouse and everything. And not only was it too invasive, it also would have filled the car.
Right.
So he took pictures of this and sent it to us right on his phone, right straight to our 800 number. And we were able to look at the pictures, verify the fact that there was no sectioning procedure for this particular car in this area, and we were able to send that to the manufacturer. They looked at it and thought, well, there is no sectioning procedure, but maybe there should be. And so the sectioning procedure for the Chrysler 300 that you see in the left, or both rails in the rear, basically started from one of our techs asking the question of, why can't I?
Yeah.
And because it wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough, you know, that could have created a problem. And as you know, our concern is, how's that car going to react in the next accident?
Right.
It's got to be done correctly, or it might affect airbag timing and the crumple zones and many things like that. But I thought that was just a phenomenal story. And that's just one of many.
You guys have
we get them every
day.
day.
Yeah, and that's what
That's what I can think of today. So.
I love to hear about that there is no more wall between the technicians and OEMs, and that's what VeriFacts allows. Is it allows a technician to use that cell phone that's in their pocket to get the answer they need when they need it, or even help the entire industry. So every shop in North America and beyond is going to benefit from that little one question. Hey, there's got to be a better way to do this, and I just think it's fabulous.
You know, sometimes technicians don't want to admit that they may not know something. And it's just natural. These guys are artists. I mean, they're fantastic at their trade. And so for them to be able to not have to walk up to the front office and ask that question or something, and they've already done the research and be able to just pick up the phone and do that, it's been a phenomenal thing for the technicians in general. I wish I'd had something like that in 1972, but
yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, I would have taken it in the 90s. That would have been great for me. Guys, if you are not familiar with VeriFacts and the services they offer, or if you've heard about them but you've never actually made that call, I still have the 5-minute challenge. I've been saying it for the last 2 years. Give them 5 minutes of your time, and I promise you they will change the way you think about collision repair and the technicians that are in your stalls. So, and the return on investment is going to be triple to whatever the services fees are. I promise you. Just one car alone is going to save you everything that you need to know. So, Mike, thank you so much. I'm going to see you in a few weeks. We're going to spend some more time together and maybe get a little bit more information. So go to the website and visit VeriFactsAuto.com. You can also find several links to their site on our site as well, and take a look at all they have to offer. Stay tuned a little later. We're going to be back with some more information from Dallas, Texas. Thanks.